Lately, I've been waking up without really knowing what I'm waking up to. No job to rush to, no specific place I need to be, no clear plan for what's next. Just me, at home, existing, and honestly, I don't even think that I've ever felt this lost like before. I don't have a career figured out yet. I don't have a job. I don't even know what I'm doing next. I'm just trying to figure out how to be okay without knowing. Let me share you this story. A little while ago, I had somewhere to go every morning. I had a routine, I had the responsibilities, I had something that made me feel like I knew what the next day was going to look like. And then I left my job. I resigned from my job. At the time, I knew I needed to make that decision, but I don't think I fully understood what would come after, because when the routine disappears, sometimes you realize you didn't actually know what comes next. So now, a lot of my days look like this. I'm home, I wake up, I do a few things, I go on my phone, I look at opportunities, I think about my career even. I wonder what I'm supposed to be doing. And then somehow, the day passes like from nowhere. And there are moments where I feel guilty for that. Like I should be doing more, applying to more jobs, learning something, building something, becoming someone. But sometimes I'm just tired. And sometimes I don't need any other productivity routine. Sometimes I just need to exist and let that breathe in. Back then, I think we were expected to have so much figured out at this stage. You graduate, you get a job, you build a career, you become independent, you know exactly who you are becoming. But what happens when you don't? What happens when you wake up and then realize, I actually don't know what I'm doing within my life? That's where I'm right now, and I'm trying to not to be ashamed of saying it. I don't know what my next job will be. I don't know what my career will look like, and I don't know where I'll be in next 6 months from now. And that's scary, right? But maybe not knowing isn't the same thing as failing. Maybe this is just a season where I'm being asked to slow down and figure out what I actually want, instead of rushing into the next thing just because I'm scared of standing still. I'm learning that I don't have to have a perfect plan right now. I can be uncertain and still have hope. I can be lost and still be moving. I can be unemployed and still have purpose. And honestly, that's something I'm trying to remind myself of every single day, because my life didn't suddenly lose its value just because I left a job. I'm still the same person with dreams, abilities, experiences, and so many things I haven't done yet. Maybe I just haven't met the version of my life that makes sense yet. And until I do, I'm going to keep trying, keep applying, of course, learning, creating, praying, and maybe most importantly, I'm going to stop being so hard on myself for not having all the answers. because I really believe that one day I will look back at this season and realize that being lost wasn't the end of my story. It was just the part where I was learning, where I was meant to go. And I guess that's what I need to remind myself of right now. That I don't have to have the whole map. I don't have to know exactly where I'm going to be 6 months from now, or what job I will have, or what my career will look like. I just need to trust the next step will become clear when it's time. Because honestly, there are moments when I look at myself, at my life, and I feel like I've gone backwards. Because I had a job, I had somewhere to be, I had a routine, and now I'm back at home, spending most of the days trying to figure out what comes next. And sometimes that makes me question myself. I wonder if I made the right decision. I wonder if I should have stayed longer. I wonder if things would have been different if I had made different choices. But I also know that I can't keep living in the what ifs. What's done is done, and maybe instead of constantly looking behind me, I need to start paying attention to what's in front of me. Maybe there is something I'm supposed to learn in this quiet season. Maybe there are things about myself that I wouldn't have discovered if life had continued moving at the pace I was used to. Maybe I needed this pause, not because I'm being punished, not because I'm being behind, but because sometimes life forces you to slow down when you would never choose to slow down yourself. And I'm beginning to understand that there is a difference between being still and being stuck. I might be sitting at home right now, but that doesn't mean my life has stopped. I'm still thinking, I'm still dreaming, I'm still learning, I'm still becoming. And even on these days when I don't feel productive, something in me is still growing. I'm also learning to appreciate the things that are easy to overlook when you're constant next big thing. My family, my siblings, having a home, waking up healthy enough to see another day, having the ability to create, having people like you, having another chance to try. These things might seem ordinary, right? But I've realized that ordinary doesn't mean it's significant. Sometimes the things we call small are actually the things holding us together. And I don't want to wait until I have the perfect career, the perfect salary, the perfect apartment, or the perfect life to finally allow myself to be grateful for. So by now, I want to learn how to be grateful now. Right here, in this version of my life, even while I'm still figuring it out. And that's probably one of the biggest lessons this season is teaching me for real. You can wait more for your life without hating the life you currently have. I can be ambitious and still be grateful. I can want a better career and still appreciate today. I can pray for new opportunities and still be thankful for the opportunities I have already had back in days. I can admit that I'm lost without believing that I'm hopeless. And I think That's where my face comes in. Did I say my face? Oh my goodness, my faith comes in, sorry. Because there are so many things I can't control right now, for real. I can't control when the next opportunity will come. I can't control who will respond to my applications. I can't control exactly how my career will unfold. But I can control whether I can keep showing up, whether I keep trying, whether I keep believing, whether I allow fear to convince me that this is all my life is going to be. And I refuse to believe that. I genuinely believe that my story is still being written. And maybe right now, I'm just in a chapter that doesn't make sense yet. But I've learned that you don't stop reading a book just because one chapter is confusing. You keep turning the pages. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to keep turning the pages. I'm going to keep applying. I'm going to keep creating for you guys. And I'm going to keep learning. But first and foremost, keep on playing. I'm going to keep spending time with the people I love. I'm going to keep finding little reasons to smile, even on the days when I don't feel like smiling. And I'm going to trust that the version of my life I'm waiting for will come in its own time. Maybe not when I expect it. Maybe not in the way I imagine it. But when the time is right. And until then, I don't want to waste this season wishing I was somewhere else. I want actually to be here because this moment is still my life. This is ordinary evening is still part of my story. This uncertainty is still part of my becoming. And one day, I might look back at the girl who was sitting at home, questioning everything, not knowing what's next. And I might wish I could tell her you were going to be okay, not just couldn't see it yet. So maybe that's what I need to believe tonight, that I don't have to see the whole load. I just have to trust the one who does. And for now, I'm going to keep working. See you in my next story. I love you. Bye.